love? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Pauline. If you are new here, on this channel, I talk about all things locks, beauty, and wellness. Mostly locks though, because that's my profession. That's what I do. And I just love talking about locks, and I love helping people get true hair freedom. Okay. So tune in. Definitely check out my other videos. Subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. But anyway, we're going to jump right into it. Today, we are talking about the biggest regrets that I see most people have with their locks. And I'm just going to mention three. There are others out there. There are other regrets out there, but I'm just going to talk about three biggest regrets that I see people have with their locks that I hear often. And I'm like, wow, okay. That is why I make it my goal to educate people as much as possible so you know exactly what you're getting into, so you at least know what to expect in the journey, okay? So I am going to start with the least, I'm going to start with like number 3 first and then work to number 1, which is the biggest one, okay? So the third biggest regret I have heard from people who've gotten locks is that they got their locks installed using the wrong locking method. They preferred a different locking method. And it could be any number of reasons why they wanted a different locking method. Some people start off with the interlock, and then they say, man, I wish I would have just started off with 2-strand twists. It would have saved me so much money, because at the end of the day, when it is locked and mature, they all look the same. They all look the same. Some people say, well, I wish I would have started with the 2-strand twist method versus the interlock or the braid lock method, because I would have avoided so much of the scalpy phase. I would have started with fullness from the jump, because the 2-strand twists give you fullness from the jump. You don't have to worry about your locks being skinny or anything like that, so it gives you fullness from the jump. Whereas with interlocks or braid locks, they eventually swell, but in the beginning it's just skinny, scalpy, and so forth. So a lot of what I hear, it's just they wish they would have started off with a different locking method versus what they currently have. Or some people say they wish they would have started with the interlock versus the braid locks or 2-strand twists, because depending on their hair texture, they experience more bunching than they would have if they went with interlocks. So if they did the 2-strand twist and they had a loose curl pattern, they probably experienced more bunching and unraveling and slippage and all this other stuff. And versus if they had one with interlocking, it would have given them a tighter hold, a more stable lock. Yes, they might have experienced some slippage, but not as much as 2-strand twists. Yes, they might have experienced some bunching, but not as much as 2-strand twists. So, I mean, it's just so much more that I can go into it, but there are different reasons why some people, and it all depends on the individual. Some people don't mind the bunching. Some people don't mind the 2-strand twist slipping out because they expect it, but some people do. So a lot of what I hear is they wish they would have started with a different locking pattern. So make sure you get a thorough consultation before you lock your hair to make sure you know that you're making the best decision for your hair, because everybody's hair is different. You can get 2-strand twists, another person can get 2-strand twists, and you guys have a different outcome. So make sure you have a thorough consultation. Ask about, interlocks, 2-strand twists, braid locks. What's the difference? And what can I expect? Here's my hair. What can I expect with my hair? And all this other stuff. So make sure you get a thorough consultation. Make sure you go to someone who's educated about locks and understand locks and know what is going to be best for you. We cannot tell you how your hair is going to turn out or look overall, but if someone have a lot of experience working with locks, they will at least know be able to give you some information on how your hair will, the outcome, if you were to go with 2-strand twists, this, that, whatever it is. So make sure you are thoroughly informed before making that decision. Okay, because there are so many people who have started over. I've known people who start over 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, however many times, and that's just wasting money, But if you are informed in the beginning, you're making that investment one time. Okay. The second regret that I hear from a lot of people who gotten locks is that they did them too small. they got their locks done too small. They didn't realize it was going to be that small. They didn't expect it to look like that. They wish they would have gotten them bigger and yada, 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 yada. So some people say they felt like they should have gone bigger and not have gotten them done as small, because now they got to sit and get that retightening done. And it's not fun when you got to sit in the chair longer because you got itty bitty locks. So when you have itty bitty locks, do expect longer retightening times. So some people end up combining their locks because they want to shorten up their retightening time. And then a lot of people, they see what's on somebody else's head, and they don't really know about hair, the characteristics of hair. So you see Susie got these small, skinny locks, and you're like, oh, I want my locks just like Susie. And so you take that Susie's picture and go show it to your loctician. And if your loctician's not very educated, they say, oh, okay, you want them that small? We're going to do them that small on your head. Not realizing your hair don't need it that small. And the size that you really wanted is a bigger size and not that small. So now you get these small locks and you're like, dang it, I got them small like Susie Sue. But my hair is like, it's like a lion's mane. And Susie Sue hair isn't like that. But you never considered the texture of their hair, the density of their hair. Some people got really fine hair, so their hair will give them a different look. Some people got really thick hair, so their hair will give them a different look. So you have to consider all of that. So when people tell me this is the size lock I have, I will sit there and be like, okay, well, let's look at Susie Sue's hair. Susie Sue's hair is fine. Susie Sue, she has low density. This, and we go over all of it. And then I'm like, and this is what your hair is. And then we do that comparison. And I let them know, your hair is not going to look like that. You know, so you have to take the time to just educate yourself. Literally, this is what my channel is for, because I hear too many times people are getting different size locks or not very content with what they've gotten because they were not informed of what to expect. Okay, because my clients, when they come to me, whatever you tell me, we're gonna sit here and talk about it, because you telling me you want small locks, you don't know what you want. You see Susie Sue's hair, you do know what you want, but you don't understand why Susie Sue's hair look like that, and you're thinking your hair is gonna look like that when it's not. So I do really take the time to educate each person that's talking about, oh, I want locks. Okay, let's talk about it, because I don't want you to, a few months down the line or a year down the line, you're regretting that it's too small. So some people will say it's too small because of the length of the retightening time. Some people it's too small because now you have to get, the smaller your locks are, the more frequently you have to get your hair done. So when they're really small, they're more prone to thin out if you go too long without a retightening. So when they're too small, you got to get them done more often than someone who has them a little bit bigger. So some people, because of that, they wish they would have gotten them bigger. Also, sometimes they say it's too small because you saw Susie Sue with low density, fine, thin hair, got really extra skinny locks, and you thought, I want my hair to look like that, extra skinny, but you have high density, thick hair. So now you have a lion's mane, and it's just it's just a whole lot, and you can't do anything with it. You can't style it. You can't. You're fighting with your hair. You're frustrated, and it's because you got too many locks for your head. So those are some of the reasons why some people say they regret getting them that small and wish they would have gotten them bigger. And then some people see that, oh, they see micro locks, which is a little bit bigger than, for most people, a little bit bigger than Sisterlocks. They're like, man, that looks just as good. I could have saved money and got them a little bit bigger and still look like Sisterlocks. So there are many reasons why people would, that people wish they would have gotten them bigger instead of as small as they did. So that's reason number 2. The number 1 regret that I hear people have with their locks is they should have done it sooner. Yes, that is the number 1 reason why people, the number one regret that people have is that I should have locked my hair sooner. What was I waiting on? What was I thinking? I thought about locks 5 years ago and I didn't do it, and I regret that I didn't do it sooner. Baby, I wish I was locked in high school because I would have avoided all the hair traumas and patches and bald spots and whew, all the hair stuff that I went through. I've gotten bald spot from taking out glue, weave that was glued on my hair, got patches. I've gotten my hair matted because I've taken out micro braids. And someone who know better, I knew better than to wash my hair before combing it. I should have combed it, but I didn't because I was just tired. I was tired, okay? By the time I got done taking out the micro braids, I just wanted to be done with. And I'm thinking, oh, let me just wash my hair. That was a huge mistake. I ended up cutting my hair because it was just so matted. Listen, if I would have been locked sooner, I wouldn't have had all those hair traumas. But that is the number one regret. People wish they would have done it sooner. So if you are not locked, okay? Because I got a bunch of folks who are considering locks and they're, following my channel to, get that urge to lock or just to get all the information you can get. I appreciate you watching and trying and getting informed, okay? Because a lot of people don't get informed, they just lock. So if you are a loose natural and you're watching lock videos, and listen, find you a good consultant, a loctician, and lock it up. Lock it up. Because baby, the freedom that you get with your locks, the empowerment, the love that you fall in love with yourself all over again. You fall in love with your hair. And it's because we live in a society where this is not it to the, society. They tell us, oh, straight is better. This is better, but not this. But baby, the moment you lock your hair, you get that wake up and go hair, that the confidence you get about your hair, baby, you can't tell me nothing about my hair, okay? I just love it. It's versatile. If you have not locked and you're still on the fence, come on over to the lock side, baby, because I promise you, you will not regret it unless you went to somebody who jack you up, but you will not regret it, okay? Because the level of confidence your level of confidence is going to shoot through the roof, okay? You're going to feel empowered. You're gonna, let me tell you, you're going to walk into a room like you own it, okay? Like, take time to affirm yourself. Self-affirmation has the power to motivate you to achieve the greatness that is within you. Daily affirmation can reaffirm positivity and increase your self-confidence. And confidence is your best accessory, so wear it well. I don't know what else to say to let you know that the freedom, the love, the positivity, the energy, that's it. That's it. So if you're thinking about locks, lock your hair. Lock your hair, okay? Lock your hair. Because to help you come on the other side and to see the joy and the confidence that my clients get automatically when they're locked, yeah, I don't know how to act because anywho, y'all, those are the three reasons why, the three regrets that I've heard people share. But that number one, baby, I hear it from every person who has locks. Every person who have locks that has been in my chair, that I've come in contact with, or that's been in my DMs and messaged me, they're like, best decision ever. Wish I would have done it sooner. So if you're still thinking about it, go ahead and make one of the best decisions that you will ever make in your life, okay? lock your hair. Thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.